Hey Nation, I'm Derek and welcome to Dolphins Express Report. The Miami Dolphins entered this offseason engulfed in uncertainty. After an 8-9 finish in 2024 and the gut punch of missing the playoffs, fans and analysts alike have wondered, what moves will finally propel this franchise back to contention? Rumors swirl around blockbuster trades, familiar faces returning to fill gaping holes, and high-risk quarterback acquisitions. With each passing rumor, the stakes only climb higher. Because for a team that once flirted with the Super Bowl, merely treading water is no longer acceptable. From the boardroom to the locker room, every decision now feels weighty. Will the Dolphins really part ways with a three-time All-Pro cornerback? Can they unearth defensive linemen when the free agent pool is nearly barren? And perhaps most pressingly, who will stand ready behind Tua Tagovailoa if history repeats itself and injuries strike again? Let's check out the big contract movements. But first, can I ask you a quick favor? If you like our content, please consider giving us a like. It's a simple way to show your support, and it helps us a lot. Thank you very much. Behind closed doors, Miami's front office has quietly tested the market for three-time All-Pro cornerback Jaylen Ramsay. At a recent press conference, General Manager Chris Grier confirmed the whispers. The Dolphins are prepared to move on from Ramsay, not because he demanded it, but because the club believes it's in everyone's best interest. Despite Ramsay's resume, 7 Pro Bowls, lockdown coverage in crucial moments, Grier emphasized that this decision emerged only after weeks of internal discussions and conversations with Jaylen and his representation. Every angle was weighed, every possible outcome debated, before landing on this bold strategy. The controversy is understandable. Miami's cornerback depth chart beyond Ramsay is tenuous at best. If a deal materializes before the April 28th draft deadline, the team will likely entrust slot duties to Kader Kohou, whose versatility could see him shift outside in a pinch, and rely on newcomer Artie Burns and emerging talents like Ethan Bonner, Storm Duck, and Jason Matra. Yet all eyes may rest on former second-round pick Cam Smith, who has flashed potential but now faces a make-or-break season. We can't hold his hand anymore, Grier warned, underscoring the urgency behind Miami's secondary revamp. Despite the seismic nature of trading a premier defender, Grier insists this move isn't a step toward a full rebuild. Armed with 10 draft picks, including the coveted number 13 slot, and a willingness to trade down if the right offer surfaces, the Dolphins retain the ammunition to strike immediately. And while Tyreek Hill remains off the table unless 2 first-rounders come back, Miami's overarching goal is clear: sustained excellence, not a reset. As the franchise prepares to pivot away from a cornerstone player, one question looms large. Can these seismic changes ignite a new era of Dolphins dominance? If parting ways with Ramsay marks the most dramatic shakeup, the defensive line crisis may prove the most perilous. Currently, Miami lists only 3 defensive linemen: Zach Sealer, Benito Jones, and Neil Farrell, when at least 4 are required to field a viable front. Strip away Sealer's veteran steadiness, and the Dolphins risk fielding a unit perilously thin on proven talent. With free agency yielding disappointingly few options, one name keeps surfacing: Raekwon Davis, the former Dolphins' second-round pick now on the market. Davis's lone season with the Indianapolis Colts ended abruptly in release, and even a potential reunion in Minnesota under Brian Flores never materialized. Yet, Davis brings starting experience and an intimate understanding of Miami's scheme, qualities that have become increasingly scarce. Beyond Davis, the pool dwindles to aging journeymen like Linval Joseph, Jonathan Hankins, or ex-Dolphin John Jenkins, each a stopgap at best, and each past the age of 30. Chris Grier appears hesitant to finalize any defensive tackle move before the draft, and perhaps not even until the compensatory pick formula locks in post-April 28. But if Davis isn't the answer, Miami may be forced to expend valuable draft capital, possibly even that coveted first-rounder at number 13, to shore up the trenches. History, however, offers a sliver of hope. Last offseason's unexpected gem, Calais Campbell, underscores Grier's knack for uncovering late-career contributors. As the free agent pool continues to shrink, the Dolphins face a gamble: rely on veteran reclamation projects or invest high draft assets in a position of dire need. While the front office wrestles with cornerback and defensive line puzzles, one of the most critical chess pieces remains at quarterback. The 2024 season saw Tua Tagovailoa miss significant time with concussion issues, leaving Miami 6-5 when he played, but a struggling 2-4 under Tyler Huntley and Skylar Thompson. With Tua's injury history casting a long shadow, adding reliable depth behind him borders on imperative. Enter Will Levis, the Tennessee Titans' 2023 second-round pick. Levis's tenure in Tennessee featured flashes of arm talent amidst rookie growing pains. He led the Titans to a 3-6 record as a rookie starter and endured a challenging 2-10 mark in 2024, compiling 2,091 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Pro Football Focus assigned him a 54.9 overall grade, ranking 60th out of 75 qualifiers. Yet the value of his starting experience can't be overstated in Miami's current landscape. A trade for Levis, or a similarly experienced backup, could spark competition behind Tagovailoa, potentially alongside newly signed Zach Wilson. For a team that has struggled when forced to turn to practice squad signal callers, securing a $9 million veteran with legitimate starting reps may prove the reset button Miami desperately needs. As Mike McDaniel and Chris Greer weigh the risks and rewards, one truth emerges. Without quarterback insurance, the Dolphins' playoff aspirations remain perilously fragile. Now that you've seen the Dolphins weighing a blockbuster, do you believe parting ways with Jaylen Ramsay sets the right tone for sustained success, or should they hold on to their shutdown corner? Would you roll the dice on Raekwon Davis despite his recent struggles, or gamble a high draft pick on a fresh face up front? And when it comes to protecting Tua Tagovailoa, is adding Levis the smartest insurance policy, or should Miami look elsewhere for veteran stability? Leave your critical analysis in the comments. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Join our community and get exclusive daily content. We prioritize keeping you up to date with all the latest happenings in Miami. See you soon.